Hello all. So in the previous session we have started let us do activity. So in which we have some experiments to do. So to test the presence of the essential food components. Okay. So in that we have seen the test for starch or the test for carbohydrates. Okay. So in this session we will see the other two food components, what is the experiment to do or how to test those components. Okay. So the other two components which we have is fats and proteins. Okay. So to test the fats and test for proteins, we have it separately. Okay. So test for fats is very simple experiment. Okay. So fat is nothing but oil or the oily substance or the oily food item, whatever you take, so that will give out some oil. Okay. So that is called fat. Okay. So in this experiment, in test for fats, we need to take some food items. Okay. Like any food items like rice, you can take potato chips or any oily items. Okay. So which are deep fried, and also we have to take, we can test these with the other substances also, like we have seen test for starch we have taken potato and all, so that also you can take and test. Okay. So if you observe for the experiment to be carried out, so first we need a paper. Okay. So we have to take a paper, any paper, it can be tissue paper or it can be any normal paper. So we have to take those that food items or the materials that we have collected, and we have to press those food items in the paper. Okay. So for example, if I have a paper, so I have to take any food item and put inside it and then press it or rub it gently. Okay. So after you rub it gently, so if it is a oily item or the deep fried item, the paper will turn oily. Okay. So the paper, which you can see here, the small spot, so this is turned oily. Okay. So you will know this paper turning oily by, like, you cannot see this paper as transparent paper, but here wherever the oil is present, there you can see the paper turning transparent. Okay. So this is the simple test that we can do for testing the fats. Okay. So fats are nothing but oil substances that are present in our food. So oil is also very important for our body in small quantity, but not oily foods and deep fries are not very healthy. Okay. So the oil is also important food item for our body. Okay. So this is the test for fats using the paper. You take any paper and put the food item on it and press it gently, then you can observe the paper absorbing the oil and turning transparent. Okay. So that is the test for fats. So next is test for proteins. So to test the proteins present in the food, we need some chemicals. Like we have prepared iodine solution to test the presence of starch. The same way we need to prepare some chemicals, and then using those chemicals we have to test the proteins that are present. Okay. So that procedure or the experiment I will show one video. So then you will understand how you have to test the proteins, what are the chemicals used and how they are prepared. Okay, so to test the presence of proteins, so we need two chemicals called copper sulfate solution and sodium hydroxide solution. Okay, so these two are chemicals that we use to test the proteins. Okay, so to make copper sulfate, that is 2% of copper sulfate, we need to take 2 grams of copper sulfate. Copper sulfate is a chemical that will be available in powder form. Okay, so that 2 grams of those copper sulfate powder you have to take in 100 ml of water. Okay, so that will be copper sulfate solution. And to make 10% of sodium hydroxide solution. So sodium hydroxide solution, sodium hydroxide also you get as a powder. So you take that powder of 10 grams of sodium hydroxide in 100 ml of water. Okay, so this will give 2 chemicals that are required for the test for proteins for us. Okay, so now let us see how we have to carry out the experiment. So to start the experiment, we need test tube and we need a stand to place the test tube, and here the food sample is taken. This food sample is egg. Okay, so we are testing presence of proteins because egg is important source of proteins. Okay, so this is in egg there are so many proteins present, so that is why we are taking egg. Okay, so this is copper sulfate solution and this is sodium hydroxide solution. So we have to take a dropper. So we have to take a dropper and put 2-3 drops of egg yolk in the test tube, and then add copper sulfate solution to the egg yolk. Okay, and then we have to mix it slowly. Then after this we have to put again 2-3 drops of sodium hydroxide solution to the test tube. So after we mix gently, or we have to mix it very slowly, you will observe that the solution or the color is changing into violet. Okay, violet or purple. So this is the indication of presence of proteins. So if proteins are present, this will turn purple in color. If proteins are not present, this will be same as it is. Okay, so it will not turn into purple color. Okay, so that is the test for protein. So we have seen test for fats and also test for proteins. So like if the proteins are present in any food sample, that will turn into violet or purple color. If they are not present, if they are absent, that will not turn into violet color. Okay, so in last class we have seen if starch or carbohydrates are present, the iodine solution will turn into blue or black color. Okay, here copper sulfate and sodium hydroxide solution will turn violet in color. Okay, so this is for today's class. So we have seen, so from in previous session we have seen test for starch. In this class we have seen test for fats and proteins. So you have a table in your book to fill. So you find out there are some ingredients like rice, egg, oil, milk. So these some ingredients are given, food substances are given. So in that, like in what material which component is present, you have to find out and then tick according to the box. Okay, according to the column given. Okay, so you the same way how you wrote test for starch in the previous class in your notebook, the same way you write test for fats and also test for proteins, and you also write some other food items in which protein is present. Okay, so in egg we have already seen. So apart from egg, what other food items contain proteins also you make note in your notebook. Okay, so this is for today's class. You observe these videos carefully and then make note of these all procedure or the experiment procedure. So you then you write the notes, the our homework given to you. Okay, so this is for today's session. Thank you.